Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other topics, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
In order to support our show, we need the help of some great advertisers. And we want to make sure that those advertisers are ones that you'll actually want to hear about. But we need to learn a little bit more about you guys to make that possible. So go to podsurvey.com/ninja and take a quick anonymous survey that will help us get to know you better. That way we can bring on advertisers that you won't want to skip. Once you've completed the quick survey, you can enter for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Terms and conditions apply. Again, that is podsurvey.com/ninja. Thank you so much for your help.
Welcome.
That's why I've been freaking grinding so much.
Do you take creatine?
I don't.
That's a cheat code. That's literally a cheat code.
Just find like a protein powder with like a shitload of fucking creatine in it and just start crushing it.
Not just creatine monohydrate powder, and you load it for a week, 10 grams for the first week, and then after that just put it on to 5 grams, and then that alone, like if you keep all variables the same and just add in creatine, it'll improve the quality of recovery. It'll give you more wind, strength, like all that, mental clarity. Like it's an actual cheat code.
Oh,
so if I could advise one thing, that would be the thing for sure.
That's what I was. Listen, I was looking for a cheat code, and you just gave that's exactly what I was fishing for. Let's fucking go, man. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your helmets because we got a special guest on AFK today. Hailing from the mean streets of Mobile, Alabama, and now tearing it up on the gridiron for the Philadelphia Eagles, it is none other than the unstoppable defensive end, Bryce Huff. This guy is an absolute beast, standing tall at 6'3" and weighing in at 255 pounds of pure muscle. From his college days at Memphis, where he dominated the fields with 93 tackles and 7 sacks, to making waves in the NFL as an undrafted underdog with the New York Jets, Bryce has proven he's got the grit and grind to take on any challenge. Now, he's a key player for the Eagles, bringing his top-tier pass rush skills and relentless energy to every game. Whether he's sacking quarterbacks or making game-changing plays, Bryce Huff is a name you won't forget. Let's give a warm AFK welcome to the one and only Bryce Huff. I'm gonna jump right off the bat, man. Are you a gamer?
Yes, for sure.
All right. Second question. Have you been following, or do you have early access to the NCAA college game that's out right now?
I could, but I don't play sports games.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. That was not what I was expecting. I feel like almost every athlete that I've ever talked to, they're usually super into these games. I'm not into sports games at all, Bryce. I don't play them. I played Madden 09 when I was I don't even know, 16 years old. But dude, I've been watching this game. It's out. My brother's been streaming it, and it looks really good, man.
Yeah, it looks dope.
It looks sick, dude. Doing the Dynasty League and picking what kind of coach you want to be, and you're recruiting players and stuff. I don't know how intricate this has ever been in the past, but in my opinion, it's completely stepped up, just elevated the level of sports games and what's possible.
I've seen the player point of view clips where guys are playing cornerback and covering wide receivers one-on-one. It's I've never seen that before in sports games. So it's pretty cool.
That's what a lot of the competitors do. A lot of competitive guys who they'll take control of a linebacker or a cornerback. But at least from what my brothers told me, he said it's just super difficult to do that here. They're making it not as easy as they did in Madden and in past games. But All right, man. Like, let's just cut into it, man. You are now on the Eagles, and the season is right around the corner, bro. What is your favorite?
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing leading up into the NFL season, into the preseason?
Honestly,
Like, what are you looking forward to, man?
I'm looking forward to getting back into the rhythm of practice and meetings and workouts and stuff like that. Because like towards the end of the off season, all I do is kind of just train and then go home and hop on league or hop on whatever game I'm playing at the time. So I'm getting kind of bored just doing that. So I'm ready to get back into practices and stuff. So that's probably my biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
Just diving into it, man, and just I'm freaking pumped, bro. I'll tell you that. And did you just say you play League of Legends?
Yeah, for sure. I've been playing since like season 3.
Bro. Well, now this is going to probably be the next 30 minutes of this podcast. I'm kidding. I'm not going to. No. Well, dude, talk to me, bro. All right, what's your lane?
Well, I mainly play ADC. When I was plat, I played ADC the whole time, like one trick, Tristana. And then my account got banned. So now I'm like stuck in silver with my new account. So I've just been playing whatever I feel like playing at the time for the most part.
So I'm not going to press that too hard, man. But you want to talk about why you got banned? Was it a chat ban?
Like things get heated, and I'm a competitor, right? So like,
oh yeah, things get heated for sure.
Oh, for sure. So when I'm playing football, like if I get mad at somebody, I can just go out there and what I'm saying, throw my weight around. But on league, you can't really do that. You just have to like
you're pressing your weight into the keys, just yelling at them.
Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean by that. But I guess I'm a little too hard for the League of Legends guys to play with at the time. They yoinked my account off the NA server. So
just completely. By the way, was it a permaban too? Not even like a 1 year, like a 6 month. Like
oh no, my account is done for sure.
Oh no, dude. I would pay good money to get those chat logs, dude. Bro, it's so fun, dude. That's so funny, dude. You know that makes me feel good. Because that game, it turns me into a different person. Like literally a person that I don't want to be. Like my wife will know when I'm playing League, dude. Like because I uninstall this game more than any game I've ever played. And she'll just like, dude, I'll be like on edge. I'll be like angrier, like shorter fuse or some shit. And she'll be like, "Are you playing League again?" I'm just like, how do you know? So. I'm also AD carry as well, by the way. I play ADC. I love it. Fun role. It's the worst role, unfortunately, because, you just have the least impact. You're always the lowest level. This is not what I was expecting.
Dictate whether or not you have a good game, regardless of how good you are. So.
Literally, you can be the best AD carry in the world. Doesn't matter. You got a freaking support that's like, I'm going to pick, freaking some off roll, right? It's always an off roll. I'm going to pick Camille support, and they're not even good at it. Like, thanks,
the whole
dude.
game's cooked after that.
Yeah, I mean, you're now that you're in Elo hell, you're stuck in silver, bro. You're pretty much just chalked, dude. You got to play.
I'm gonna get out. I just gotta lock in. My only issue is I play when I'm bored, so I'll get on there and I'm not fully locked in. You can't 1v9 if you're not on your P's and Q's. So,
dude, I love everything about the last 5 minutes of this podcast so far, bro. Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's also in the future, it is way more difficult to carry from the ADC role. So like, just gotta, unfortunately, like jungler, mid, top. It's just such a. There's nothing worse. You come out of your lane 3-0, right? And you got first tower, you're on fire, you got your first item, like halfway into your second, and then you go up against the mid laner who's 0-5, and they 1v1 you. And it's not even close. Like, it's like, cool, dude. You're 2 levels ahead of me, and it doesn't matter that I'm fed. Love it.
Right.
I love it, dude. All right, man. Yo, let's get a little bit more into football talk, dude. What is your typical training schedule look like leading up to the NFL season?
Well, I normally train when I was with the Jets for 4 years, I trained at the facility. But this year in Philly, it's a little different. It's how the setup is. So I've been training with my coach out here. I think he worked with Micah Parsons a good bit, and then he does a lot of other training up in this area. So I've been working with him a good bit, Coach Lance. And then I also train up here at the facility now that we're getting closer to camp. But I guess like my Mondays is normally just like long-winded conditioning and stuff like that, and then a full body like flush type of exercise just to get the body like the blood flowing and stuff. Then Tuesdays I hike it up a little bit. I get some speed work in, explosive movements, and then Wednesday recovery day, and then kind of the same thing on Thursday and Friday, except on my Fridays, instead of it just being like regular explosive work, it's like explosive work, and then on the field, and then in the weight room, it's just like grind. Like I'm going in there until I can't lift anymore. Like that, the goal of Fridays is like to lift until like I have to like crawl out of the weight room, basically. So.
And you're like Saturday, Sunday's off, yeah?
Yeah, for the most part.
I feel you, man. I feel you, dude. Gotta have that break. I mean, don't want to get injured. I mean, does the fear of like getting hurt preseason, like, is that like ever in like the back of your head, or are you just like, you're not even worried because you're not really going to be getting too much contact?
I mean, I don't really think about it like that. I just try to do what I can to stay on top of my body's health, like joint health and soft tissue health and stuff like that, like body work, doing like injury prevention type workouts, a lot of deceleration, heavy loads, stuff like that, eating properly. I did a lot of hyperbaric chamber therapy and stuff this off season, so I feel like I've done a good bit to work on injury prevention, and then just not being stupid in the weight room, of course. Like knowing like listening to your body and knowing what you're supposed to do on specific days plays a big role in that kind of stuff.
So that's awesome, man. You just mentioned you left the Jets, dude. I think, I mean, you could probably guess what I'm going to ask. Probably not. Like, what was the energy like going into game one?
Oh,
right.
My God.
And then what was the locker room energy after, dude? Like,
man, going into game one, I don't think I've ever felt that type of atmosphere. The only time I ever felt that atmosphere was week one of my senior year when it was Memphis versus Ole Miss. Yeah. That was insane. But this was like that times 3, I would say. Like electric crowd, guys are just wired. You know, we got
Rodgers tearing out the flag, dude.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers at QB runs out with the flag. Like I've never witnessed anything like that. But then like he got hurt first series, and I'm like, bro, there's no way. And he was down for real. So I'm like, it's not about like, you know, he was down, and the guys came out of the film like, golly, there's no way this is going on right now. And then after the game, everybody's kind of hopeful, like, oh, he just sprained ankle. Like, bro getting up there in age, like he probably just tweaked something, like he'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Because like, he was training at the facility, so I know he put in work. Like I know his body's straight, so he's gonna be good. Like I'm trying to figure out every reason in my head as to why he's gonna be healthy. And then we got the news he popped his Achilles, and it was just like, I was sick. I was sick for him and the team just because like we had high hopes. We still did, but like that was just a big punch in the stomach. Yeah,
we had like my brothers and I, like we were, you know, obviously making predictions before the season, and we were like, let's be real here, man. Aaron Rodgers can carry any team and lift any. Like you guys had weapons on offense. I think it was super frustrating to watch your guys' offense underperform all year. Obviously, just because you just didn't have the guy, right? To be, I mean, super frustrating. And I mean, like, how demoralizing is that as someone on defense, right? As someone like, did you just feel like once you got the news, you, like in the back of your head, or are you just like, all right, well, like GG, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Or like, were you just like, okay, well, we got to pop off then on defense and carry?
Yeah, basically it was just like let's like flush the next play type thing. Like we were just on to the next one. Like knowing that had just taken place, like, knowing that had just taken place, I knew we had to take it up even further, like be even harder on ourselves to carry what Aaron Rodgers like was leaving behind. Yeah. So to speak. So yeah, it was just kind of lock in and just do everything we can to help our team win. That's what it always was, but like even more so, it was like, damn, we got all this extra weight on our shoulders now. Like we know offense isn't going to be as strong, but like there's no room for mistakes. Right. Essentially, so
not a fun way to play, man. I can't imagine, dude. Especially, you know, literally game one, bro. It was, I mean, I think I speak for not like your teammates, everyone when I say that, like Aaron Rodgers being in the NFL right now and being in the league and being healthy is just so big for football, right? Like until he goes, bro, and retires, like he's just so talented. He brings so much hype to the game, and so it was awful to have to watch that happen when it did.
Yeah, 100%.
But now, dude, listen, now you're on to probably bigger and better things. Moving on over to the Eagles, dude. So hang on, my brother actually had a perfect question. I want to ask this right now. It's a perfect transition. Hold up, dude. All right, dude. Okay, here we go. All right, dude, you're coming from the Jets to Philly. Jets fans and Philly fans are both known to be pretty brutal. So what are your experiences so far with both? Or do you disagree?
I mean, I feel like both fan bases are passionate. I feel like the Philly fans are more passionate than Jets fans to an extent, just because I played in New York for 4 years, and I played like 2 preseason games, I think, in Philly, and like both preseason games, fans were like, they were lit in comparison to playing in MetLife. Like I have a lot of respect for Jets fans just because like they stuck with us through thick and thin. Like they were still showing up to games, but like the Philly fans are on one for sure. But no, you're asking what's the difference between them, or what just my experiences with both?
Yeah, just like your
so
experience.
far?
I mean, I feel like you kind of answered the questions pretty perfectly, unless you want to dive into even more about the fan base. But no, I mean dude, I've known the Philly fan base to be obviously just like super diehard, almost degenerate level, right? Where like they don't. I don't know. One of my good friends is a Philly fan, and he's just he's a lot. He's a lot to be around. I'm a Lions fan, dude. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're humble, dude. That's what happens when you go 0-16. You don't have any. There's no other way to be. You can't be obnoxious, dude. What are your pre-season goals for the upcoming season with the Philadelphia Eagles?
Honestly, like I'm the type of dude to where I don't really like to put numbers on things. My first 3 years in the league, I was like, I want 10 sacks, and then all 3 years, like it would be like halfway through the year, and I would have like 3 sacks, and I'm like, damn. So I started getting discouraged, and I started getting in my head about my number, like I'm not getting closer and stuff like that. But then my 4th year, I switched my mindset from I gotta get 10 sacks to like I'm gonna just give everything I have every play. And then I started getting more sacks because I wasn't getting discouraged that I wouldn't hit my number, so to speak, and I wasn't focusing on an uncontrollable. Because like as a defensive end, you can have a perfect get off, win a perfect rep, bend the edge at a perfect angle, and the quarterback just throws the ball in like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could get blocked and win on a counter move and get a sack after like 3 seconds. So like it just depends on. There's a lot of variables at play when it comes to getting sacks.
Yeah, and don't you guys have to like also like don't you guys report your own sacks, right? Like at the end of the game, or like if it's like a half sack or something like that. I remember.
Yeah. So like with the Jets last year, like there's a lot of guys that like were getting after QB, so we would be getting to the quarterback. There'd be like 3 of us on the quarterback at one time, and then nobody would know who would get credited a sack until after the game. Like we'll be talking to our guy Jared, who was the media guy, but he also handled the stats after the game. Like he'll come up with the stat sheets, and we'll be like, all right, so me and so we're on the sack. I think we should get credit, and then they'll be like, all right, well actually, the guy over here got the sack, and then we're like, all right, well we're gonna send that in because like I know I had a piece of the quarterback, and then sometimes it will get overturned, but more times than not it doesn't.
And then don't you guys get like bonuses for certain sacks, right? For hitting like those like goals. Right, as well.
Yeah, some guys, depending on the contract, have incentives and escalators and stuff like that. So that.
Hey man, I'm telling you right now, just no pressure. I'm putting you down for a sack immediately. One sack, game 1, dude. On the Eagles, no pressure, man.
Got you,
dude. This is kind of like okay. I personally feel or felt like the Eagles' offense was arguably one of the most predictable offenses in the NFL last year, especially mainly because of the tush push, right? Like I felt like the tush push, and even the offensive coordinator on record, their head coach on record, was saying like their goal is to get 3rd and 1. Like they don't care about anything else, and it's like I feel like that's such a simple and bad way to play football. But like. Are you worried at all right now as a defender? I guess I don't know, like that the offense might not be able to get like as much success, I guess, without Jason Kelsey as your guys' center with the tush push.
Oh no, I have full confidence in the offensive line and everybody that's involved in that play. And I feel like even though guys like like you said, it's kind of predictable that's going to happen. I feel like even though certain people might know it's coming, that they might not be able to stop it, just because like they've been like it's been going on for years now. Nobody's seemed to be able to knock it out. So I have full confidence in the O-line to get that done still.
Do you like? Fuck, man, I'm trying to like. You're new, so like a lot of I wanted to be like, who do you vibe with the most right now? And like, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of connections have you, if you know, are you feeling with any other defensive linemen?
Yeah, for sure. I'm already connected with the boys for sure. Like I was here in OTAs. Like all the guys here, cool. Everybody showed up. The spring practice is locked in. Like from Jalen to AJ Brown to all the guys on D line, like everybody's in here working. So
man, you guys have a stacked
cool
team, dude. You really do. You have so much talent on offense on that team, man. Like, I listen. I love Jalen. I'm a believe the hype kind of guy. I want him to succeed. I love his. Dude, were you like, you know, I don't know how much you are on social media or whatnot, but were you seeing like the Jalen Hurts like memes, like the trends about his like postseason, his post game interviews, like being like super inspirational and shit? Oh my god, bro, they're not like insulting by any means. They're really funny. You should look them up. Yeah, because he's so like inspirational, bro. Like he tries to be like, you know, be like, you know, you guys lost that game, you know, against the like Commanders, like, you know, but you guys were leading, like, you know, how do you feel about that? And he would just be like, you know, man, you gotta. You know, you fail, you know, in order to fail you, that's how you're going to fly. You know what I mean? And it, like, just like these like super inspirational quotes.
I feel you know, that's how you got to be sometimes. You got to find the lessons in losses sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out though.
Oh yeah, man. They're it's pure comedy. Trust me. AFK with Ninja. So are you already in like have you already had like how far away are we from preseason? Like a month, right? Like 30 days or something like that? Like 2 months?
Because we start camp on Tuesday, so I'm probably like 3 or 4 weeks, yeah. About 30 days.
So have you already been like in like
I'm honestly not too sure about the preseason schedule. I just check the schedule, and wherever they tell me to be, that's where I am. So
yeah, I'm literally the exact same way. By the way, I'm lost without my assistant and my freaking wife not telling me where I have to go. Do you? So this just question just popped in my head. So like obviously you guys have like a timeline. Like a lot of teams have timelines and stuff like that of you know when you're going to start shit, when you're going to get in there, and like you know what's to stop you guys and what's to stop your team, like your teammates and even your coaches from like getting together like earlier than like, you know, let's just say even like 2 weeks or a month before the preseason starts and before camp starts? Like what's to stop you guys or like from just, you know what I mean? Like just putting in the work before.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like regulations. Like I know it was like the NFLPA and the owners came to an agreement that we have like certain amounts of time that we're allowed to be in the facility. So I think if we come in before that and start like having practices and stuff, they could like penalize the organization by taking draft picks or something like that. So yeah, or some fines will come down.
That's kind of shitty. You know what I mean? You're like, if it's mutual, you guys won't get paid more for it, right? Like it would just be like a thing where like, you know, like let's just do this to be the best.
Yeah, but I think it'd just be, like considered an unfair advantage. But at the same time, like
other people can do it too.
Players from like, you said what?
No, you're right. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they could technically, but like I guess like according to the agreement, it'll be unfair. But there's nothing stopping players to come together. Like as a D line, I can get my guys be like, hey, we're gonna meet up in Florida this weekend and get some drills in and run games and stunts and stuff like that. Like we could do that, or even like I know you see like quarterbacks and stuff online with their receivers and running backs throwing passes and stuff like that. So that's stuff that we're able to do. But the coaches can't be like, all right, guys, we got practice at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah.
No, I also imagine that with how physically demanding the league is, you guys want as much time for rest and recuperation as possible going into the real season. So,
yeah.
Do you specifically have an offensive line rival that you just like You're like, I'm gonna run this guy over every play. Like someone that you just despise. And maybe even not like despise, but like just, you know what I mean? Just someone like friendly competition. Someone that you're just like, I'm gonna win this 1v1 every time. Or do you just want to crush everyone?
I want to crush everybody for sure, but I feel like the dude we played, he was at the first time we played him, he was in Tampa with Tom Brady, and he was holding me so bad the whole game. Like I was cooking him. He was holding me the whole game. And then going into the second quarter, towards the end of the second quarter, going into the half, he grabbed my shoulder pads and like jumped on my ankle, gave me a high ankle sprain, and I couldn't finish. I missed like the last 2 games of the year. But he was getting cooked the whole game. And then we played him. I played him against him last year with the Chiefs. And then he ended up playing on the other side of me. So I only got to face him a few times. But that's like my only rival that I got like a chip on my shoulder for. But everybody else is like free smoke.
Yeah. Is he still in the league too? You're going to play in this season?
I'm honestly not sure. He's an older guy. But
you got like a little circle on the calendar, bro. Like just, the date circle of when you play him, like this fucking guy.
Yeah, whenever I get that roster report, I see him on there.
Oh my god, bro! I would have so many rivalries, bro. Like I'm so competitive. I talk so much shit. I got that Ocho Cinco
honestly,
shit talk.
I like talking trash, but I feel like every time I'm talking like a good amount of trash during the game, I end up getting hurt, or it'll be like some BS injury.
So you just got instant karma. So you're just like, you got to just humble yourself, come down.
I take that as a sign from God himself to like football, go out there, handle work, don't say nothing. So that's all I do now. I learned my lesson.
All right, dude. I feel like, dude, all that takes is the second time for you talking shit to somebody and then getting injured to realize like, all right, that's it. Wow. No, man. Dude, reflecting on your career so far, what have been some of your most memorable moments on the field?
Memorable moments. I would say my second year when we played the Titans. So like at the Jets and like under Coach Saleh and our defense coordinator, Coach Olbert, we have a big rotation on defensive line at the defensive line position or defensive end. So we were rotating, I think we had 4 to 6 DNs at one point rotating. And one game, for some reason, one of our defensive ends got caught up in traffic. He was one of the newer players. He ended up taking a wrong turn, and he was on the bridge to New York City instead of MetLife Stadium. So he ended up coming like, yeah. So he ended up showing up to the stadium like 5 minutes before kickoff, and they ended up marking him as inactive. So we ended up going to the game like 3 DNs. So we all got a bunch of playing time, right? So I'm in year 2. I was having a good year. And I was just on fire like that game. Like I was getting enough reps to get into a rhythm, and I got out there and started cooking. They only credited me with like 1.5 sacks, but like I was in on like 3 or 4 sacks at least. And then I had like a bunch of pressures and like QB hits and stuff. So that was probably one of my most memorable times. And then also the play versus Josh Allen. We played the Bills in year 3 when I got the strip sack. The last drive of the game, and that like helped ice the game. It was like I got the strip sack, and the next play Sauce got a PBU on Diggs, I think, and that iced the game. So
yeah, man.
Those are probably my most 2 memorable moments so far.
Dude, do you just dream about recovering your own strip sack and running it in, dude, and then just doing some freaking massive DE celebration, just running it in, man. Like that would literally be my goal, man. I would be like, I'm getting a touchdown, bro. I'm getting an interception. I'm getting like a tip interception, and then just doing the big boy run in, dude.
Yeah, facts. That's definitely a D lineman dream, DN dream. Like I always like not only the strip sack, but like the strip sack in like 2 minutes to end the game is like my biggest. Like I love 2-minute moments because it's like it feels like a Wild West shootout. Like you got to be on point because whoever gets the job done first wins the game. Yeah. So like that's like my favorite. Those are my favorite moments for sure.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking ready, bro. I'm so ready for this season, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's go, dude. By the way, I'm rooting for you, dude. I believe it or not, I like the Eagles, man. You guys are obviously in the same division as the Cowboys. I don't hate the Cowboys, but they're cheaters. They're cheaters, and they're the reason that the refs are the reason that we lost that game. We checked in, is all I'll say. Very frustrating.
Good.
we checked in. But yeah, let's just say, dude, just please smoke the shit out of him, right? Just catch him. Just catch him hard, catch him fast, bro. To make Dak. I love Dak Prescott. Great guy. Make him your bitch, though, please.
I got you, man.
Dude, I mean, what are they doing? Dude, like, how much do you follow like other teams' plays, like offensive moves, or just in general, like moves, like in the off season, right? Like, do you give a shit at all, or you know?
Oh, not really. Not really.
You're just like, I don't care. Like, whoever's on their team doesn't matter, right? Like, you're just gonna smoke them.
It doesn't really, unless it's like an offensive lineman move. But even still, like you have I have the same process every week as far as breaking down linemen. So it really wouldn't matter in the off season for me.
Yeah. The more you know, man. Dude, so let me what is a typical day look like for, okay, I guess I kind of already know the answers. We kind of touched on this a little bit. We're gonna get kind of away from football, but I don't know how much. What does a typical day look like for you in your off season, bro? Like
as far as what?
Just like you wake up, dude, like let's say you guys did make the playoffs, game over, day one, it's Saturday. What are you doing, bro?
Well, God forbid that. I'm gonna change the scenario. Say we win the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
We had a Super Bowl parade. Say off season starts. I'm chilling in Philly. I'll probably just do like some light recovery stuff, honestly, because I know after the Super Bowl parade I'll probably be hungover. So I'll do like some light recovery, and then probably go home, see the family for a little bit. That's like beginning of the off season, like going to see a family, probably take a trip, and then after that, getting into the training regimen. Like I go to work out in the mornings most times, and then I'll probably just chill at the house for a little bit. Later on in the day, probably hit another little workout. Me and my brother do a lot of business stuff as well, so like a lot of times after workouts, we'll be running calls during the day, and that's pretty much it. It's not too much.
I was gonna say, bro, off season sounds a lot like leading right up to the preseason. You just
that's really all it is for me. I don't do too much.
So you have dude, this is okay. Going off your training, you mentioned you do a lot of pre or injury preventing like stretches and exercises and stuff like that. Like, how long have you been doing that? And how early did you realize like how important it was to just not get hurt? I feel like when you're young and you're playing, you're in high school, you're in college or whatever, if you haven't experienced an injury, you're not even thinking about that stuff, right? You're just thinking about getting as big as possible, as strong as possible, and being like super talented, obviously. But at what age were you like, oh dude, like I need to be like a flexible motherfucker, right? And be like just doing all this injury preventive shit and like start taking that to the next level?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things I've learned about injury prevention is like soft tissue health and like really putting your joints and bones and stuff under that stress so that they have the right stimuli to grow and to strengthen and stuff like that. So I've always been a bit of a meathead. Like I'll go in the gym and I'll be in there until I get bored or I get hungry or something like that. So I feel like I've always kind of done injury preventative stuff just like because I just like being in the gym.
Yeah.
And I just do it just because I like run out of stuff to do. But now that I'm older and like have been more experienced and been around the right people as far as like athletic training staff and performance staffs and stuff, with New York, like my second year when they got the new staff with Coach Mike Nicolini, and they had like a whole like Olympic performance staff with us. So they were very thorough when it came to our workout program. We had a lot of workouts built in for joint health and knee health and being able to cut at certain speeds and decelerate and pick up speed and have like the correct ankle stiffness and all those things. So they were very like pivotal in teaching me about that kind of stuff, and I've just continued to do that kind of stuff on my own as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, so obviously the Jets being in New York just has to be a massive organization. The fact that they had Aaron Rodgers, they grabbed the freaking that Olympic team, I mean, out of this world. Have you already been able to experience the Eagles, like their like staff as well? Do you, like, how would you compare them? Are they like the same? Just throw. I mean, I want someone thrown under the bus, bro. Right?
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, they're both on point, honestly. I feel like, in all honesty, I feel like the Eagle staff is a bit more traditional in the sense that, like, we came in here first day, we were pushing sleds, like, we were in there grinding. Versus, like, with the Jets, is like more like scientific, like, all right, we got load your nervous system properly and da-da-da-da, but here's, like, let's go. Like we're grinding, and I appreciate that because I haven't done that kind of stuff since like high school.
Yeah.
Like really getting in there and going until like I feel like I'm about to pass out. But at the same time, I feel like there's, even though it seems more traditional and not as like scientific, I feel like there's things within those workouts that you need as a football player. Like it kind of calluses your mind in the sense that like you go until you're tired, and then once you're tired, you keep going.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of the biggest things in football, like performing under fatigue. So
And
like,
that David Goggins
like,
mental style, right? Do you know that?
No, facts,
dude.
facts.
Just like, dude. I've been getting into my fitness lately, like just getting back to, you know, I can't tell you the last time I was truly like healthy, right? Like physically, you know, I'm not overweight. I never have been, but like I've also never been like. I think the last time I was like healthy and like worked out was like when I was like 17 years old in high school, senior year.
So you haven't gone to the gym since like 17?
I've gone to the gym every once in a while, but you know, just like that, right? Once in a while, no consistency, no endurance training, like no like walking, right? Like right now I'm focusing on getting like 10,000 steps and stuff like every day. It's actually crazy to see like in such a short amount of time. Like I've been walking. So I live in Florida, right? And it's like 90 degrees with crazy humidity. And you know, I'm going on these like 3-4 mile walks, and like I come back and I'm drenched, like literally just like drenched in sweat, head to toe. You know, as you would being in that fucking crazy heat. But like before that, I would struggle mentally to walk a mile in the gym on the treadmill, and like toward the end of the first,
just like because of the mental aspect.
Well, mental, but also like I'm like sweating, like I'm, and you know, like I'm like oh Jesus Christ, and now I find myself, and like, because like I've been watching, I watched a lot of David Stoff, and like he's always talking about, he's like, it's all your mind, right? It's literally all mental, right?
Facts.
And like I've never been able to. It's so weird because if someone doesn't make this connection for you and like explain it to you, like I almost think it's impossible to make this connection by yourself, dude. Like, because you think like, oh, my brain is telling me my legs hurt, or like, you know, are starting to hurt, like I should probably stop. And then a rational person is going to be like, yeah, I should stop. My body feels tired. My legs hurt. I should probably stop. And like, I've been really, lately I've been walking now, dude. And like, I'll feel like my ankles start to hurt, right? I'll feel like a blister starting to form on like, you know, like my heel or something or some shit. And I'm like 3 miles in, and I'm like, and my brain, like, and I'm catching my brain being like, all right, dude, like, let's slow it down, you know, to like put the treadmill down like a mile per hour under what you're doing. Like I usually walk at like 3.5 miles an hour. It's like, you know, like reel it in, and then I'll like stop myself now, and I'm like, no, like this is one, like my body can keep going, like my brain, like I'm in pain, but I am not, like I am not even close to being like I'm about to collapse, right? And like just like shutting my brain up, like that's something I've been.
Have you read his book? What's it called? Can't Hurt Me.
I haven't,
bro. I read that book. I got the video on my Instagram. I recorded time. I knew what I was about to do. But I read the book, Can't Hurt Me, and then I set my alarm for like 4 a.m. and ran 5 miles like the next morning because of that book.
Like right after you finish the last page, dude, you're just like, all right, it's time.
Got it. Let's go. And that should really like molded who I am today. Like not even gonna lie to you.
Jesus, dude. Well, I'm gonna hang on. Hold up a second. Hold up, man. I'm gonna do this right now. Amazon. I'm literally about to order this shit to my Illinois house because my wife and I are traveling tomorrow to my other house in Illinois. Can't Hurt Me, dude. Literally instantly popped up. Let's go. Holy, I actually just bought the like how to quit the like 10 easy steps or whatever to quit drinking. Like I don't have a problem. Trust me. You know, all my friends tell me I don't have a problem. But like I'm looking for this shit, man. Like I've never felt better. I was just, you know, on a poker interview, and he was talking about physical health as well. And one thing I mentioned is just like, after I've been this active, I don't want to stop. Like, and I feel like I'm going backwards if I'm not moving forwards. Like literally like this. And I hate that, dude. I'm a fucking gamer. I've never walked this much. I've never been this active before. So like I'm sitting here playing video games. I'm like, oh dude, I haven't played it in like 3 days. I want to get my gaming in. Like I woke up early today. I delayed my stream till tonight. And I was like, I'm just going to play video games for like, you know, 4 hours. I'm just going to no life it for a little bit, and catch up on it. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm sitting here like, I want to go on a walk. Like I want to get in the fucking gym. I want to go like,
You know what's cool about all the new studies and stuff that's coming out about physical health is like there's like your muscles are a bigger indicator of age than your skin and like wrinkles and stuff. Like the more muscle mass you have, the slower you age, the better your mental health is and stuff like that. So I just think that's really cool.
So you're in a good spot. 'Cause you guys got to be.
Yeah, I just gotta stay there.
Oh man, dude, like, how long have you been watching football?
Bro, I've never watched football.
You
I've only played.
are an anomaly, bro. You play. I'm not joking. The first thing you say in this interview or this podcast, you're talking about you're playing League of Legends, and then you don't play sports. Like, you don't play sports games, and you don't watch football. Like, Jesus. I'm still gonna try to ask you.
I'll watch film.
Yes, of course, of course.
But I like if I'm sitting at home on like say we have like the Thursday night game. Say I'm sitting at home on Sunday, I'm not just gonna turn on football. Like unless I'm watching film, I'm not gonna like watch an actual game.
Damn. I mean, let's talk about where you're living now, dude. All right, so you're going from New York to Philly. I feel like that's literally the same. I don't know, in my head. I feel like when I picture the cities roughly, I don't know. Are you already like are you situated in Philly, dude? Do you like Philly more, or do you want?
Yeah, I'm situated in Philly for the most part.
Yeah.
So with New York, our facility was in North Jersey. So like even though we were close, we were probably about 45 minutes to an hour from the city, New York. But when we played in New York, like by living in Jersey, we're probably like an hour from the city. But here, like I live in the city, so like I'm getting a bit more of the experience. I feel like Philly is like New York Junior is what I call it.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's kind of like the same setup, but it's like a lot smaller. There aren't as many like nightclubs and like events going on, except for like at the venue. I don't even know what it's called right now, but there's like a lot of concerts and stuff here, and a lot of like comedy shows, and there's a lot of good food. But like it's like not as much as New York though. Like it's cool, but just not as much going on.
Yeah. Are you a partier, dude, or no?
In the off season, I'll go out every now and then, but I'm not like no binger for the most part.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, like, I don't want to ask like controversial questions. I mean, like, do you? But I'm going to anyways. You don't have to answer it. Did you like living like the? So to me, from what you're saying, it sounds like in terms of a quality or like I guess I'll just say quality. There's probably a better word for it. I feel like the Jets had a better like quality team in terms of like the back end, right?
What you mean by that?
I don't even fucking know what I'm talking about, bro. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about, bro. I'm talking about like the analytics. You know what I mean? Like the guy, like you're talking about the Jets, and they're like, all right, listen, we're gonna make sure we're getting your body ready for the workout. And then you said Philly's just like,
no. I was just saying that in the sense of like how they kind of went about planning the workouts.
Yeah.
Versus here is just like,
so,
get the work going,
someone would look at that and be like, they're taking care of me more, right? Like they're more worried about me being healthy than just getting me ready for the season, like physically. Like, or like, you know what I mean? So is that?
I mean, not necessarily, because like here, like we still have recovery days. We still do the things we need to do for our bodies.
Right.
But I feel like it's more traditional in the sense it's like stone. You know what I mean? Like you really getting it out the mud. Like it's like some David Goggins type work, like what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Versus like
in
New York, like I like that, like they would tell me, because I'm from Alabama. Like we hit the workout, we hit the field. Like we're gonna be out there until, you know what I'm saying, like until we can't see straight. Like we're like the type of workouts I do on Fridays is what we used to do every day.
All right, bro. So I wouldn't last a minute. I don't think with you. Even that would be. I'm a very chill.
You should pull up for a workout one time to see how it is.
All right. I will, dude. I'll do that. I'm sure I'll be in Philly sometime this year.
Yeah, we can get that lined up for sure.
Oh shit! All right. I'm actually down too, by the way. That'd be freaking nuts, dude. I had another dude. I keep having a fucking good question, and then it slips from my. Okay, yes, dude. All right. So you're talking about you got rest days. You got you're doing injury prevention. You're getting to the grindstone, dude. What is your personal after a workout like hack that you do to like unwind or like to like recover, I guess? Do you have anything like
to recover?
You know what I mean? Like it could be a whatever.
Yeah. So I'm not a big cold tub guy. I feel like when I get in the cold,
that's what I was gonna ask.
If you do cold tubs, if you do cold tubs too close to like the end of your workout, it can stunt protein synthesis, something that I read not too long ago, but also just from my personal experience when I've gotten in cold tubs, I feel like the next day that I'm not as explosive or I'm not as bouncy. So I tend to stay away from it unless I'm just like really in a fatigue hole. But personally, I'll shower, go home for a little bit, eat, just chill out. And then later in the day or like even towards the night, like earlier in the night, I'll go for a walk and I'll just walk for like 45 minutes to an hour. And it not only does it like help with flushing out lactic acid, but you like, I don't necessarily know the science behind it, but like doing that walk consistently like helps with fat. So I ended up leaning out a lot when I started walking. Like I went from like 15% body fat to like 6 to 9% body fat.
Damn.
Just from walking consistently at the end of the night or beginning of the night.
That's fucking amazing. Noted. I mean, that's why I'm walking so much, dude. I'm like, unfortunately, where all my fat fucking goes, and again, I don't have a lot of it, but like it goes straight to my belly, right? Like, and it's very unfortunate. So that's why I've been freaking grinding so much.
Do you take creatine?
I don't.
That's a cheat code. That's literally a cheat code.
Just kind of like a protein powder with like a shitload of fucking creatine in it, and just start crushing it.
Not just creatine monohydrate powder, and I like you load it for a week, 10 grams for the first week, and then after that, just put it on to 5 grams, and then that alone, like if you keep all variables the same and just add in creatine, it'll improve the quality of recovery. It'll give you more wind, strength, like all that mental clarity. Like it's an actual cheat code. So if I could advise one thing, that would be the thing for sure.
That's what I was looking for a cheat code, and you just gave that's exactly what I was fishing for. Let's fucking go, man.
Yeah.
We're going AFK with Ninja. What's he gonna say?
All right, dude, we're running out of time, man. So I'm gonna wrap this up with some this or that and other questions, dude. Are you ready?
So,
all right, brother. All right, dude. Home game or away?
All
right, dude. Fair answer. Madden or 2K? I mean, it's
Madden.
All right. I was expecting you to be like neither. League.
Yeah, it's really that's the answer.
Okay, I already know this one too. Sauna or cold plunge?
Sauna.
All right, leg day or upper body?
Legs.
Dude, I had one other football player that I interviewed, and he said the exact same thing. He's like, I want to crush my legs. I was like, Jesus, dude, I hate leg day. I don't hate it, but like, dude, you feel it. Like, it's how you get around, right? It's how you literally walk. So like, when I just kill a leg workout, and then the next day I'm like, I don't want to move. And you can't move.
It messes up your quality of life.
It does, dude. Dude, when you squat down to take a shit, you're like, you almost collapse on the way down. It's like, fuck. Oh man. Yeah. All right. Golf or tennis?
Golf.
Yes, dude. Okay. Are you under 100 yet consistently, or are you like a new golfer like me?
I'm a brand new golfer. I'm hitting the range and going to Top Golf, just learning how to get my swing down right now. So
hell yeah, same, pretty much. But we don't have a Top Golf here, but I have like a shitload of driving ranges by me. I do day night out or day night in.
In.
Nice, dude. That's also the only correct answer. Some of these have right answers, bro. All right, dude. Other questions. What is your favorite post-game meal?
Steak and cheesecake.
Fucking, dude, a man after my own heart, man. That's what fucking winners eat, dude.
For sure.
All right, what is your favorite spot in Philly so far? It could be like a restaurant or...
Favorite spot in Philly? I'll have to say Angelo's.
Okay.
Angelo's Pizzeria.
Oh, dude.
Or Barclay Prime. That's a fire spot as well.
Bro.
But Angelo's has the best cheesesteaks, and then Barclay Prime also has a fire cheesesteak.
So you go...
So
this is like a pizza place, but they're known for their cheesesteak, or you just get cheesesteak at the... Or is that not even...
Yeah, that's essentially what everybody's told me. It's like they have really good pizza, and they have a bakery connected to it, so all their bread is super fresh.
Nice.
They just happen to have amazing cheesesteaks.
Bro, what is your favorite... This is a kind of a side question. If you are going to eat pizza, what's your favorite style pizza, bro? Like New York?
I like the thick crust. I like the thick crust pizza, or like the I had like this pepperoni and spicy vodka sauce pizza from this spot called Prince Street. I think it's called Prince Street Pizza Company or something like that. But it's fire.
Spicy marinara sauce sounds fucking divine, dude. When I come, listen, that's what we got to get after we work out. When I come through.
Yeah, for sure.
What is the first thing? Okay, I think I've already asked this, but what is the first thing you do after the season's over? First thing.
As far as like traveling or just like whatever.
I don't know, man. Like you've had 4 seasons. Do you have like a ritual?
After every season, it kind of depends on like what's going on. Like after this past season, my boy Jermaine Johnson in New York, it was his birthday, so we went down to Miami for like a week, and then so that was fun. I always have plans to travel, but like this year when I was gonna go to Japan for a week, my flight got snowed in.
No.
And then it was like really hard to book in that same time window, so I ended up having to just postpone it.
Oh, dude.
So I'm gonna end up going to Japan after this season and a couple other places.
Do you watch anime?
I do. I don't watch this consistently as I should just because of my league addiction, but I should watch a little bit more because I actually do like it.
Yeah. I only ask because you're talking about going to Japan. I feel like a lot of people that want to visit are, a lot of big weebs and love that shit. So I mean, you mentioned league.
I just really like the sushi. So it's like my thing.
All right. All right, dude. We got 2 more questions, bro. We ask these to all of our guests. Are you ready?
Got you.
All right, bro. If you had to delete all but 3 applications from your phone, which ones would you keep?
All but 3: Spotify, Maps, and Instagram.
All right, dude. So no food, no DoorDash. I didn't
even think about that.
Dude, like I would say 80% say that, and I'm like, dude, no DoorDash, bro. Like that's
or
Uber,
Spotify, DoorDash, and then Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I can put a GPS in my car.
There you go, dude.
I'll do that.
All right, bro. Now we're thinking, bro. Now we're cooking, dude. All right, man. All right, dude. So this podcast is called AFK with Ninja. We all know what AFK stands for. It's away from keyboard. But in your own words, define AFK. Like, what do you do when you're AFK? What do you do to get away?
Man, maybe either those walks, or just like chilling on the game with my guys. Just like
do you have friends? Do you have like teammates in the league that play League of Legends as well, or is it just like friends outside?
Honestly, the only person I know that played League of Legends was Austin Eckler, and I don't know if he still plays, but I think I'm like the only that I know of. I'm like the only one that like really grinds League like that. Yeah, I can
see that, bro. Like I think it's like, dude, I'm still shocked. I'm shocked that anyone in the NFL would even know what League of Legends is. And dude, you made me proud, bro, because I get painfully addicted to that shit when I'm trying to fight it off right now. All right, man. All right, dude, Bryce, that's it, man. That's all we got, bro. So I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me on here, man. It's been fun.
And there you have it, folks. We've reached the end of another epic AFK with Ninja episode. If you've enjoyed the journey thus far, please consider leaving a rating, review, and hitting that follow button. We have a ton of incredible guests coming your way, and I want you to be the first to know when a new episode drops. Until next time, catch you soon.